You would be surprised how much you could accomplish on guitar if you just... Welcome to Don't Fret It's Friday, a new series on my channel where I answer your guitar questions each week. So today's question comes from Kavya, and she asks, "Hey there, I'm a high school student, and a few years back I bought a guitar thinking that I'd learn how to play it and then I would write my own songs and perform different songs with it. But it turned out to be that I'm still not successfully able to teach myself guitar. I've also joined a few guitar workshops back then, but it didn't help. Can you please give me a way through which I can find some time to learn guitar and successfully complete it?" Okay, so let's break this down here. You've had a guitar for about 6 years now, joined a few guitar workshops, and you're still struggling to learn guitar. So you're asking me to help you find the time to learn guitar successfully, which is such an interesting question because I don't dictate your schedule, you do. This question tells me that you're not actually making the time to practice guitar, and you might be busy. I get it, we all are. We've all made the excuse, "I don't have time." We all have 24 hours in a day. It's what we do with it. Many of us have responsibilities that take up our time, like jobs, school, family, chores, you could just list could go on. I think a lot of people wait until they feel motivated to do something, but the thing about motivation is it is a fleeting emotion and you cannot rely on it. But discipline, on the other hand, discipline is when you show up for yourself and you put in the work regardless if you feel motivated or not, because you are committed to a goal. Like for instance, today, I really don't feel like sitting down and filming this video, and I hope it's not coming off, but like my head does not feel good right now. I did not sleep good the past couple of nights, so I'm feeling tired. I don't have the same energy that I do, so it's taking a little bit of extra work for me to do this video right now. I would much rather be in my bed right now, taking a nap, putting the little massager that I have behind my neck and just like zoning out. That sounds so nice right now. But I also really want to film this video. I am excited to do it, but I'm not feeling the motivation. I'm not feeling my normal energy, but I'm disciplined. I'm here and I'm showing up for you guys. I'm showing up for myself because I have a goal. I want to post this video on Friday and I want to get it out. So that is an example of discipline. If you can take that and apply it to your guitar practice, if you just show up regardless if you feel like practicing or not, and not to be in a toxic way like I have to practice guitar every day or I'm not going to get better. No. We're not talking about toxic positivity and toxic hustle culture. We're just talking about if you have a goal, you cannot wait for motivation to strike. You have to basically make a habit out of practicing guitar, and you have to make the time because the time is not going to make itself. So I want you to ask yourself a question and answer it very honestly. What are you doing in your free time? Are you binge watching Netflix? Are you having a little scroll on Instagram? I'm not here to say don't watch your favorite TV shows or have a little cozy scroll sesh. I love those things too, but be mindful of how you're actually spending your time. You would be surprised how much you could accomplish on guitar if you just skipped out on one episode a night or just gave up 30 minutes of scrolling on Instagram to practice guitar 3 days a week, 30 to maybe 45 minutes. And if it can't be 30 minutes, make it 15. It doesn't have to be an all or nothing thing. Do what you can. You have time. You're just not making that time work for you. And maybe on your off days, you walk past your guitar and motivation just hits. You heard a new song and you're excited to learn it. Great, that's awesome. But make sure that on your on days that you are showing up and you are practicing when you have committed to practicing, because if you keep up with that, if you keep being consistent, it is going to become a habit. You're going to notice progress, and that is going to actually fuel some inner motivation. That the discipline has to come first, and then you'll start to build motivation once you start noticing improvement. That's just how it works. But motivation it hits you randomly and it's unreliable. Motivation's like that one spontaneous friend that shows up and you have a great time together, but then you make plans and they text you and they flake. Discipline is the friend that you want. Discipline shows up. Discipline is committed. When I was going to school, I had a full-time schedule when I was in college, and sometimes I took more credit hours than I was actually technically allowed to take, and I had to get permission from the dean because I was trying to graduate on time. And I also had a part-time job at a grocery store. So my time was given to a lot of different responsibilities that I had going on at the time. So I would practice guitar during my study breaks at home because I definitely had homework. I had lots of papers to write, exams to prepare for, but you always got to take a study break, right? You got to eat something, you got to get up and walk around. You know, sometimes people will watch a show in between or something like that, or call a friend or take a scroll break. And this is where you can insert guitar practice if you want to. And it's what I did. And it wasn't that I was always learning something new, but I was practicing songs that I loved and I just kept my fingers moving. And for me, it was a great way to relax and unwind in between studying and different things that I had going on. And I was also starting my YouTube channel at the time. Fun fact. So I had a lot of different things going on, but I still made time for guitar because I was committed to it. Now back to the guitar workshops that you mentioned, it is definitely very important to have a way to learn guitar that is enjoyable and just easy to understand for you. And for everybody, that looks different. And if you're learning at home, you have to be even more self-disciplined because there is no accountability. You don't have a personal guitar teacher holding your hand, checking on you to make sure you actually practiced at home in between each lesson. But if you happen to be still looking for a fun step-by-step guide to learn how to play guitar so you can easily pick up your favorite songs, I'm going to shamelessly suggest that you check out my beginner guitar course. I created it because it's something I would have absolutely 110% would have loved to have when I was first learning how to play guitar. Not only do I teach you how to play guitar, but I have created a guide that shows you exactly what to practice and when you are learning your favorite songs. And this is just like what everybody should know when they learn how to play guitar is the order in which to practice things, because beginners just overwhelm themselves trying to do it all at one time or doing it in the wrong order and then they quit. My course can condense months, even years of progress in this case into just weeks. So if you are interested, you can definitely check it out at the link below. But to wrap this topic up with a perfect little bow, discipline is key to reaching your guitar goals. So GG community, comment below, what do you do to keep yourself disciplined with your guitar practice? Let's help out Kavya down below in the comments. If you have a guitar question that you would like to ask, you can click the link down below in the description box and it might make it into the next Don't Fret It's Friday. Catch you in the next one.